Okay, hello everyone. My name is Milan, and I come from Serbia. I'm very delighted and pleasure is mine to be a speaker here at this summit. And thanks to Outranking, I have this opportunity to present myself to you and tell you my story and how I got where I am now. So basically, I'm 29 years old. I come from Serbia, and I'm the CEO and the founder of HIREQUARTERS, a digital marketing agency specializing in SEO and content writing. And we basically cover and specialize in multiple industries, but our main focus is iGaming. And along iGaming, there is fintech, SaaS, crypto, and blockchain. And so basically anything that has to do with money, we are the experts in it. However, I'm here to talk about my story, how I got started and ended up where I am now, leading a company of around 20 employees and soon celebrating the 4-year anniversary of the company. And the topic of my presentation today is how to start a content writing agency. And while many would expect that I'll be talking about the technical part of this journey, which I'll definitely mention, by the way, because it plays an intrinsical and important role in starting your own business. I'm also going to talk about the mental aspect of the journey, what traits and characteristics you as a person, as a human being, should have and build before building your career, that is your business, whether brick and mortar or online business. So let me first start with the timeline, a short overview of my past when it comes to this business, online business. 5 years ago, I still was an English language student, but in 2016 I graduated, and I had nothing to do after my college, and I was wondering which direction in life I should be taking. And one of the ways I took was online business and maybe starting my own career as a freelancer. And that's what actually happened. Back then I had zero experience in online business, but I was willing to learn, and this is one of the traits that distinguishes the people who make success and those who don't, because you have to be persistent in what you do, even though you come across certain obstacles or fails. That aside, I created an Upwork account back in 2016, and I started looking for opportunities in the world of content writing. Like many, I didn't have much success in the beginning, but I was persevered enough to not to give up and move on whenever an obstacle comes across. And with that said, I finally got my first job on the platform, and like with many, again, it all went more smoothly. And however, even though I was skeptical about my content writing skills, I also felt at the same time that I could be doing better than I had been doing at that moment. I was feeling as if my role is to be a leader, to take care of other people and to create something of my own from scratch. Fortunately enough, one of my university colleagues and my good friend in my personal life as well came back to town and was willing to give up on his online teaching career and try something different. In his case, content writing. I came up with a proposition to him, something like, let's try something new, since I have some experience with content writing and Upwork. I can get new clients and delegate the work to you, and then you can get a revenue share, and it's a win-win situation for both. How about that? At the same time, I was not stopping him from trying to build his own profile on Upwork and build his own career. However, I really pointed it out that I want to try this. I want to take this opportunity, and maybe, who knows, we make some success out of it. Thankfully, he was willing to give it a try and to give me the faith and to be the leader. And in this situation, you can see how important it is to have high quality and good people around you, because it's all about the community. If I hadn't had people around me who would support me, I think I wouldn't have made it in the meantime. And even if you succeed and don't have anyone to share your success with, I think it's not as thrilling. So think about that. And you know how they say it, fortune favors the bold, and I think this is completely correct. Why? Well, a few days after we agreed to work together, a client came to me on Upwork, asking for a big batch of articles to be written. Up to that point, I had never had, so to say, big clients before that occasion, because my clients were small-scale clients who would need like 1,000 word piece a week or a month. But in this occasion, it was something different. And slowly but surely, we were getting more and more work, more and more people coming to us and working with us. And the story started unfolding, even though the beginnings were tough in our case. When I say tough, I mean lack of work, lack of organization, lack of systematic approaches. But like with everything, it takes time to become good at something, and to become good at something, all you need is patience, perseverance, and discipline. It will take you miles, definitely. And in the meantime, we started specializing in a few industries, especially iGaming, because I figured the industry is booming and lots of affiliates needs lots of content. Once again, a win-win situation. So, and one of my mottos in life is you are either average in many things or an expert in one thing, and in this case, I choose the latter. And fast forward, the companies to this day, we are moving to the present. The company is making progress with each passing day. We have around 20 people working in the company, most of whom are writers, but we also have editors, project manager, an HR manager, a financial manager. So what I basically want to say here is that, other than being disciplined and positive about the story you are creating, you have to work on the organizational part of your business as well. And this is where we are going to talk about approaches, systematizations, and roles. So the second part of this story is organization, and I think it plays a really important role in building your own business, because having a well-established workflow where everyone knows their responsibilities and duties is essential. This way, you're not wasting your time on redundant conversations with your employees or clients. And these occasions usually drain people's energy and their will to be productive, because in these cases they have to invest too much energy in the legwork, and the legwork in any company, in my opinion, shouldn't be done by anyone. In particular, it should be part of the process that completes itself along the way, because the system, the approach you have created is good and good enough and well thought of, uh, and you don't have the necessity to work on it and put some extra effort in it. And when we speak about legwork, I want to, and about the names along the way, I just want to mention that, for example, in our case, we only use Google Drive and Slack, and it serves our purpose in 95% of the circumstances during a working day. So you don't need to have and pay subscriptions to dozens of softwares or applications. Uh, Usually, most of the softwares you can find online are free to use and they can serve the purpose. But on the other hand, if you need to invest some money in softwares that you deem useful, feel free to do it, because investing in your business is also a good idea whenever needed. And that said, also I want to say that you have to be a bit of a perfectionist yourself, because of this trait I myself possess. I, so to say, cannot stand irregularities, and I'm a highly orderly person, because when, for example, when I used to be a content writer and after that an editor in my own company, I would detect double spacing in an article like this, because when I see an article, I can see irregularities at the first glance. So this has helped me a lot and helped me invest as much time and energy as I wanted to have, because I wanted to have a straightforward and easy to follow and use workflow. That said, my team can concentrate on their responsibilities and deliver high quality results, as their energy doesn't disperse on inessential things. And because of this, people feel happy, at least I think they do, in the company, and which gets us to the last part of my presentation, which is overally speaking, generally speaking, the mindset and the atmosphere within a collective, in this case, HIREQUARTERS. Mindset. Let me start with a quote I want to mention, and to be honest, I haven't found it anywhere on the web, and it may sound as a cliche, but it sounds like this: happiness is making other people happy. And as I said, it may sound like a cliche, but I really felt it on my skin. I invest a lot of energy into taking care of my team, making sure they are satisfied with the company's salary, workload, flexibility, or whatever other benefit may come to your mind. What I mean by that is that if you make people happy and you make them feel as if what they are doing is important to you and the company and the entire team, they'll feel like part of the team and the story. And if consequently, if they feel like part of the team, they will no longer view it through money glasses, because they feel some other emotions attached to the story. And when feelings are invested and they appear, so is the energy appearing, and you can use that energy to create a better and bigger story. And finally, this ultimately leads to investing yourself into the company, because you feel it as your own, and you were the one responsible for its success and growth, and you wish to remain part of it as it has a bright future ahead. So creating a story around certain principles will get you well ahead, but also you have to have people around you that will trust you, that will respect you, and in order for them to respect you, you have to deserve it, and you have to dedicate each passing day to creating to creating to creating better circumstances for them and yourself, and you'll see the results. And finally, what I'm most proud of when it comes to HIREQUARTERS is the fact that I have good relationship with my employees, and there is mutual respect. To sum it up, I just talked about the last part of this presentation, and I just want to sum it up with a few sentences. Well, I really think a person needs to work on their daily working habits and how resilient they are, and if they're strong enough to get up after each fail, because that's what distinguishes success from failure. The ability to stand your ground after you fall. And once you get this sorted out, you're ready to embark on your entrepreneurial journey. And finally, one of the biggest and the strongest advice I have for other people who are about to start their content writing agency or a business, don't worry about technicalities, about matters such as should I use Dropbox or Google Drive. It's about a choice, not necessity. So you're not obliged to use either Dropbox or Google Drive. You're the one who gets to choose the software or the person who you're going to work with, or the client. So if you're given a choice, make sure to use it. And even if Dropbox, for example, is useful for some companies, it may not be useful for other companies. So you may want to go with Google Drive. But if you are an adaptable person, I think you can make a good thing out of both softwares in this case. So take care of the people around you, the people you are working with, and that's what matters, because people will trust you. People will be ready to spend a few or more than a few years with you, building something bigger than yourself. And so take care of yourself and the people around you, and enjoy the ride. I'm really hopeful, and I hope that this presentation will be useful for someone. I wasn't talking about technical part of starting an agency. I was more into the inspirational, motivational part of the story. But when it comes to the technical part, you get to know how things work along the way. But I think many people, a great majority of people, need that incentive to start working on their dreams. And once they see even the smallest bits of results, they get encouraged, and they see that they will be learning about their business along the way. So it's about the journey, not about reaching the target. So basically that's it. Thank you guys for watching this presentation. It was my first presentation in English. I hope you had a great time and you learned something new. And whenever you feel you have questions for me, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to search for HIREQUARTERS on the web. You will find our website, our Upwork and Fiverr profile, our social media. So feel free to reach out to us in case of any questions or whatever you want to ask. That's it. Thank you guys and all the best. Bye bye.